By the mid-19th century, the British Empire was quietly absorbing the Indian subcontinent. They didn't always need armies to take territory. Often, they just waited for a moment of internal weakness and swallowed a kingdom whole. In 1828, a girl named Manikarnika was born into this tense political landscape, growing up among the stone riverbanks of Varanasi. At 14, she married Raja Gangadhar Nuolkar, the king of Jhansi. With that marriage, she took on a new title, Jhansi Ki Rani, the Queen of Jhansi. She inherited a formidable state. As seen from these massive stone fortifications, Jhansi was a kingdom with serious physical strength and regional influence. But this family tree represents the kingdom's true vulnerability. A fortress of stone couldn't protect them from British law. Jhansi's security relied entirely on producing a biological heir to prevent the British from interfering in their succession. For the Rani and the king, producing a child was a strict requirement for survival. Royal childbirth was a direct act of national defense. The couple did have a son, Damodar Rao, but the infant died within 4 months of his birth. That personal tragedy immediately became a political crisis. Without a living son, Jhansi's biological shield was gone, leaving the kingdom exposed. To secure the throne, the royal couple turned to long-standing Indian tradition. They adopted a cousin's child to take the infant's place. Looking at this updated family tree, we see exactly how they repaired the break. They officially renamed the adopted boy Damodar Rao, grafting a new branch onto the royal line to legally cement him as the legitimate heir. Local laws and cultural customs fully recognized this adoption as valid, but a British official thousands of miles away saw it as the exact opening he had been waiting for. Lord Dalhousie, the Governor-General of India, wanted to expand British territory without paying for costly military sieges. When the King of Jhansi died shortly after the adoption, Dalhousie simply refused to acknowledge the new Damodar Rao as a legitimate ruler. This flowchart illustrates Dalhousie's doctrine of lapse. If a state lacked a biological heir, the right to rule did not pass to an adopted son. It lapsed entirely. Dalhousie applied this to Jhansi, overriding customs and invalidating their heir. In 1853, Jhansi was annexed. There was no battle and no negotiation, just a signature on a document. Dalhousie bypassed Jhansi's massive fortress walls entirely, using a bureaucratic loophole to steal a kingdom from a grieving mother. On British ledgers, Jhansi had been neatly erased. Dalhousie expected the displaced queen to accept a pension and quietly submit to imperial law, but Rani Lakshmibai refused to accept his decision. She would not yield her sovereignty over an administrative technicality. She abandoned the legal petitions, organized her forces, and took up arms against the British. The British had tried to conquer Jhansi with cold, unfeeling paperwork. The Rani answered them with physical, armed defiance. By attempting a quiet, administrative theft, Lord Dalhousie provoked a massive uprising. He inadvertently forged one of the empire's most formidable adversaries, cementing the Rani's legacy as a lasting symbol of resistance.